I had a question of how much practice you do, and I was thinking, well, when you're touring, that might be a little different than when you're at home, getting ready to go out or getting ready to do your next piece of music or whatever. How much practicing on your instrument do you have time to do?
I don't have time.
Now, and how much did, over the years, how much did you have time to actually practice?
Yeah, it's tough when you're on tour to practice, and you kind of keep in shape as best you can to play the material that you need to play. And some artists' material is more demanding technically as a player than others. Not saying it's better or worse, just some things are more demanding. So those types of gigs you have to stay a little more in shape for. But it's hard on the road to really practice and really to find time to play. I'm fortunate that I put in so many years of intense practicing when I was younger. And my advice to students today is do it while you're young, when you have the time, because I used to sit and practice 6 hours a day when I was at Berkeley for probably close to 4 years. I can't find that kind of time in my schedule now, even if I wanted to. It just doesn't exist. So I'm very fortunate to have put all those hours back in back then.
And on the road, it's like we talked about it the other night. We're talking about how the majority of your time is traveling and waiting
waiting to do what you're there to do.
Yeah, you do.
And not with an instrument necessarily.
Right,
Piano's not really portable.
Right?
I've tried carrying little keyboards in my hotel room. And you can get some stuff done, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I was just thinking that there's a pretty great keyboard player that plays for the Who, that John Bundrick, and he was kind of a outrageous guy and flamboyant, and but he'd tell me, Dana, I want my keyboard up in the bathroom, to play, and I'd have to unload half a truck to get it when he wanted it. But you did it because you knew the artist was, feeling creative and wanted to
Sure.
Get that.
Sometimes I'm doing projects on the road. For example, when we did Last Play at Shea with Billy last summer, I was doing the orchestration for the orchestra that performed with us, and I had to do that while we were on tour because that was the window of time that it had to be done. So during that time, I was carrying some stuff around with me and working in hotel rooms.
In hotel rooms, but did you ever, with Billy, did you guys have gear? A tuning room or whatever in the back in the arenas that you had gear to warm up
really,
on,
no. Billy's really he's the kind of guy, he likes to go up and just do it.
Just hit the stage.
Yeah, just hit the stage and do it. Not everybody's like that, but he likes to go up and have an edge, and we'll usually get there and make a little bit of noise at sound check. Sometimes he goes, sometimes he doesn't, but me personally, I always like to get there in the afternoon and play my instrument a little bit, just more to make sure that everything is working.
All working.
And because any problems that crop up usually crop up from having been transported.
Right.
So I like that, and I like to just kind of look around, see what the surroundings are, and get the lay of the land, and so that I'm not surprised when I walk on stage. But we do a lot of things completely unrehearsed with Billy. And he just loves the edge of that in a performance. It's live. It's as live as it gets.
I know. I've seen your lists of songs, and of course, when you're okay, we're going to play this song and ready, whatever. You've got a few seconds to prepare.
Yeah.
And you've got to load all the samples and all the different things for a song, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it would take a little while. Maybe did you ever even miss the beginning of a song because your
No, I have
or?
Everything loaded. I don't have to wait for things to load during the show.
Okay, so
everything is preloaded, and then it's it's all lives in RAM, and you can jump from one to the next. The problem comes if the rig goes down and you have to restart, which could take up to 5 minutes, which during a show is an eternity.